Hi, my name's Casey Collins. I'm with Prairie Meats, and today we're going to be doing some barbecuing with help from our friends from Saskatoon Barbecue and More. Let's get started. Today we're going to do a full brisket, and we're going to use the Traeger provided from Saskatoon Barbecue and More. And we got our brisket from our local Prairie Meats, of course, and they have done a wonderful job trimming it up for me. I've got a full, about 10-pound brisket here. When I season my brisket, I use a really simple method. I give it a little bit of a binder with some mustard, and I just do a salt and pepper shaker. 50% salt, kosher salt, and 50% black pepper. Really simple, don't try to complicate it. I let the smoke do the work, and today we're gonna be using a hickory pellet from Traeger, and it's gonna perform wonderfully for us. So we want to be really gentle with this. We want to let it rest for a little bit, let the salt absorb in, let the flavors come in. We still got to wait for the smoker. It's just coming to temp. So we're going to let this just sit here. We'll set it aside for probably about 20 minutes, get it kind of up to room temperature, because if you put it in there cold, it's just going to suck your heat out of your smoker, and you're just going to be kind of playing the catch up right from the start. So let it get to room temperature, you'll be fine. When you decide to do a brisket of this size, you have to understand the time commitment that you're going to be taking on. It is going to take roughly around 12 hours to cook, and then you're going to want to rest it for another hour. We're going to put this one in, understanding that time frame, and we're going to allow us maybe an hour or so to let rest. If you rest it a little bit longer than an hour, it's not going to hurt it. What you want to do is just give yourself enough time to do the brisket the best way possible. So our brisket's been resting. It's about ready to go onto the smoker. The smoker we got set at 250 degrees. One of the things you should note is when you're doing with the brisket is that it's the thicker end and then the smaller end. You want to make sure that you have that thicker end at where the heat is coming through, because it's going to be able to take a little bit more heat than the other end, and you don't want the one end to burn. And you want to make sure you have the fat side up. And we're also going to add in a water bath. So this is just a little container, metal container. Put some water in there. You can put water, you can put apple cider vinegar, you can put beer, you can put any kind of liquid. I just use straight water, hot water, and just to keep it a little bit more moisture in the air so the brisket doesn't dry out. I am also going to be spritzing it throughout the process, which I'm going to use an apple cider vinegar, and I have basically just a little squirt gun like this. I fill it full of what the liquid I want. And when we are in about 3 hours in, I'm going to be hitting it in certain spots where it's starting to dry out, just so that it doesn't burn. Yeah, let's get this thing onto the smoker. So it's been about 14 hours, 12 hours on the smoker, and we let this rest for about 2 hours. All right, this is the moment that we've been waiting for. So let's pull it out. We're gonna unwrap it, this brisket. You can see a lot of that juice has come through. It's looking good. We're gonna try to be as gentle as possible, but we're gonna pull that paper off, and we're gonna drop all the juices there. Look at that. Really nice. You can see the meat as you push it. The juices are kind of popping out. What we want to do is we're going to start here, and we're going to work our way through on an angle, and we're going to cut through. So we got a really nice solid bark, but like the meat it's crumbly, it's falling off. You can see this nice fat line here too. And we're just going to keep on slicing that up. We're going to start plating that up there. So we got those cuts as well. Throw that one on there as well. This is a great way to do a family style. I just did a nice baking sheet, put some of that butcher paper that I got on, and then pair it with some nice sides. So I got our full brisket array there. some beautiful coleslaw salad from Prairie Meats, some of our country dill potato salad, and I picked up some of the dill pickle bread from a local baker called Baked by Becky, and it's a great little side. Now you can just enjoy.